First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matt, Clyde has a bit of a reputation for rewarding pitchers that pound the bottom of the zone. Calls the game well, but we might see some strike calls below the zone that hitters aren't going to be too happy with.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So just the one hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. It's the Cubs 1 and the Braves nothing. Kelly Johnson makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
24, Kelly Johnson.
Arrieta's got his target. Here's the first pitch. Grounded to the right. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Batting sixth, catcher, A.J. Pierzynski.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And in steps their catcher, A.J. Pierzynski. Into the windup and the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Smoke toward third. Throw to first retires Pierzynski for the second out.
These infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Jace Peterson into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And that's how he'll use that sinker against lefties. Start it down and in and let it work its magic.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They still trail 1-0. Jason Hayward will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second.
Jason Hayward.
First pitch on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. And this inning starts with a solid base hit.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him. But he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
Striding into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Nobody out, runner on first. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Right over the top here with the four-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Montero.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Taken for strike 3, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, this nearly turned into a strike him out, throw him out double play. They roll the dice and send the runner with 2 strikes, but the throw's just a bit late to second, so that'll be a stolen base.
Standing in now, Jake Arrieta, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Leading off the inning, Michael Bourne, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Number 2, Michael Bourne.
Right side. Zobrist is able to get there. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Yeah, and he had to range deep for this one, and you've also got to worry about that ball hitting the lip of the outfield grass. So you got to hang with it just like he did, and he made a nice play.
Stepping in now, Julio Teheran. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1.
And after another swing and miss on a pitch out of the zone, I think it's time to start taking a different approach.
Yeah, they've fallen behind way too easy, haven't they?
You're just not going to have a lot of success when you're always behind in the count.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
And this is a spot where, to me, you don't need to play home run derby here. I mean, if your last name is Pujols or Fielder, maybe. But for a guy like this, you just try to get on base and give your guys a chance to drive you in.
Ender Inciarte will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Arrieta is ready. First pitch on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Fowler giving chase. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Addison Russell digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here's the first pitch to him. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's one gone in the inning.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Flipped out the other way towards short, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
The second baseman,
This
number
ball's hit
18,
hard right here, but it's got a little tail to it
Showbread.
with the left-hander swinging the bat. He's able to stay with it and put it away out there at short.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Bounce towards the second baseman. There's Peterson. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Eric Ibar is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Leading off for
And in a
Atlanta,
pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first is Ibar, heading for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
first baseman,
And he's
number
doubling
5.
his pleasure already. 2 at-bats so far, and now 2 doubles. He's looking like he's seeing the ball pretty well.
Freddie Freeman will get a chance now following the leadoff double.
And being a left-handed hitter, he'll at least have a chance to pull one on the ground. Get that tying run over to third base with just 1 out.
Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Oh, boy, he is attacking hitters in this one. Another first pitch strike right there, and he's up right around 90% in that category so far.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Any surprise they're attacking him like this? Those are 2 good pitches.
No, I think that's the way this guy operates. He won't back down out there, nor should he.
Got him swinging in the dirt, and he makes the throw to first. Freeman is retired, and there's 1 away.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Arrieta sets. 1-0 on its way. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Hit hard to short. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
With the right-handed hitter up there, this might be a ground out, but with the shortstop bird dogging that runner at second base, opens up the hole a little bit on the left side, and he takes it the other way for a base hit.
Here's Kelly Johnson. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And this one is past him, and that could be a run. And it is a run.
And you know, there's no wrong way to get on the scoreboard for the first time. That's a great job at third of recognizing the situation. He takes off immediately, and he'll come in and score on the wild pitch.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. A.J. Pierzynski stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
And now he bobbles it on the transfer, and they won't get anyone.
Well, this will look like a simple infield single in the box score, but just by keeping the ball on the infield, that saves a run. So you never know. If they get out of this, it could wind up being one of the biggest plays of the game.
Into the box now, Jace Peterson, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw will go to Russell covering at second, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, all tied at 1-1. Anthony Rizzo is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Chris Bryant in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball, so let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
He's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
Jason Hayward stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
Kyle Schwarber will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
From the stretch. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. The speedy Michael Bourne will start things out when we come back. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. And there, in fact, is the speedy Mr. Bourne. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Michael Bourne.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Fowler has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like 2 totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Julio Teheran is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. This is hit softly to third. But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Ender Inciarte will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
This one's flared out toward left. Schwarber moving to his left makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Miguel Montero will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Teheran gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline. Freeman is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jake Arrieta.
Into the box, Jake Arrieta. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. If he keeps throwing the way he is, he can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Addison Russell comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Here comes the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
2 out, nobody on. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Eric Ibar will step in to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
And Ivar will lay off that one. It's even at 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Zobrist is there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
First baseman number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
Oh, and I think that got him in the foot. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Nick Markakis will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Arrieta into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. That's to first. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. All tied at 1-1. And there is Dexter Fowler. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Dexter Fowler.
Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Swing and a liner, but foul. And that's more of a slurve than a slider, but whatever it is, it's 1-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Ben Zobrist will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And it's quickly 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
I don't think there are too many guys in this lineup that could have laid off that 0-2 pitch. That's a real tough take.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Slapped hard the opposite way, but a quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
First baseman.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th, but before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Kelly Johnson will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Wow, and I think a sigh of relief is in order out there on the mound after that one. That's the potential go-ahead run if he can get aboard. Instead, it's just a loud line out.
In now, A.J. Pierzynski. Hit hard toward first, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Oh, making a bid here to get on base in a tie ball game. Definitely hit the ball hard enough. Just wound up hitting it right at someone.
Jace Peterson stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First offering on its way. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Braves retired on just 4 pitches. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Chris Bryant will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he's still got that good movement on the 2-seamer. He's been throwing it well all night long.
Tehran's ready. Here's the 1-1. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
And that misses 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. you establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Solo shot to right center, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Boy, and for how well he's pitched so far, it's hard to believe that he could stand to be the losing pitcher, but that's the scenario he faces now as he serves up the lead on this home run.
Up next for the Cubs, catcher Miguel Montero.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Chopped foul right at home plate. Now the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 2-1 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Michael Bourne. And they'll need him to get something going here. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Turned on down the line. Oh, look at the stop by Rizzo. Got him.
No way. That was awesome. Yeah, it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Emilio Bonifacio will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 64, Emilio Bonifacio.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down. 8th inning now from Wrigley. Cubs lead in front of their home faithful as you get a look at the line score to see how we got to this point. Ender Inciarte will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
Schwarber is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Cubs 2 and the Braves 1. Jorge Soler is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Jason Grilli will come on now and try to keep this deficit from getting worse.
Number 39, Jason Grilli. Leading off for the Cubs.
Lays off 1-0.
Right fielder, Jorge Soler.
Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
Boy, that's just pretty standard operating procedure right here. You get him leaning out over the plate on that slider running away, and then you bust him inside hard on that fastball on the inside corner.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, in the 8th inning of a one-run game, it's always important to get that first out. Put that offense on their back heels.
Addison Russell ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. He pulls this one into right. Markakis will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They lead it 2-1. Hector Rondon is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
56, Hector Rondon.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Eric Ibar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And Ibar swings through that one as he falls behind here. 0-2 now. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the 1st out.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Freddie Freeman will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't.
Ouch, that one hit him.
Yeah, a bad spot there to lose your release point. Well, this one just continues to run inside and gets him, and now all of a sudden that puts a tying run on base.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Nervous time now in that 3rd base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
Rondon's ready. 1-0 on its way. Now a ball hit foul off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. Runners on first with 1 down. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
All right, now just playing a little station-to-station baseball, and nothing wrong with that at this point in the ball game, especially because now you get that possible tying run into scoring position at second base, still just one out, and meanwhile, you also get the potential go-ahead run on base as well.
Here's Kelly Johnson. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
On the ground up the middle. And he wisely just steps on second to get the force play.
Well, they get the force here at second, but that's going to be it. And that means the tying run got just a little bit closer now as he's all the way up to third.
Into the box, A.J. Pierzynski. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Bryant is there for it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Finally a chance to exhale here a little bit. They get the final out and strand the tying run at third and the go-ahead run at first.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 2-1. Good night from Chicago.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs, 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. For Atlanta, 1 run, 5 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jake Arrieta. The loss goes to Julio Teheran. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. A reminder that extra southbound CTA Red Line trains will be available at the Addison Street Station 1 block east of Wrigley Field. Northbound passengers are asked to board at the Sheridan Station. Post-game bus service will also be available on the 8 Halstead, 22 Clark, 152 Addison, and the 154 Wrigley Field Express routes.